What is up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning in today. On this little, episode, we're going to be doing a review on my Dbpowered FPV U818A drone. Be talking about the things and features that I like on this drone, and some of the things I don't like. Let me just start off in this video just telling you I don't know a ton. I'm still a beginner, I'm a novice, whatever you want to call it, and I'm still learning a lot, a ton of stuff, and hopefully this review will help you with, with other beginners out there. So with that being said, let's go ahead and dive in. These right here are the components, if you didn't know or didn't watch my unboxing of what comes with it. Comes with manual, the drone itself, controller, batteries. Mine actually came with one, but it was supposed to come with two, so I was actually packaged. My package was ship shorted, so I ended up contacting my supplier for the drone, or the seller, and they were able to send me out 2 replacement batteries, so I got a total of 3. It comes with sunscreen protector for your controller, so we'll just take here and clip like so. And the charging unit itself, also not pictured in here, it does come with extra propellers, 2 of the white, 2 of the black, and of course, I don't know if I actually said this already, but the instruction manual. First off and foremost, read this thing. Believe it or not, I know a ton of, if guys are flying these, we don't like to read instructions or anything like that, but this stuff is packed full of information of how to start your drone, and all the features, what else it does, how to recalibrate it if it falls from a certain height. Just go ahead and just browse through it. You'll find a lot of information, and it will help you in your endeavors at becoming a better, drone flyer / being more knowledgeable on that part. So with that aspect, I'm going to take the stuff and set it aside. And we're going to go ahead and talk about the drone. Drone here, it's all plastic right here. This does come with a 720 HD camera. Everything on here is pretty much plastic. The advantages of it: plastic. It feels somewhat flimsy, but it has to be a certain weight limit, so you don't have to register it with the FAA, which is the Flight Aviation Administration or something like that. But with mine, actually contacting them, giving my drone information like that, they said I did have to register it. I did have to pay a $5 fee. I had to tag mine in some places right there so it can be identified, and there's also a bunch of information out there online on their website about what needs to be done, the proper procedures and all that. But with that set aside, back to the drone. Plastic is very durable. It's lightweight, robust. Propellers are also plastic right here. The only thing, metal, or just like the motors itself, the gears and sprockets right here, all plastic for the motors and stuff. But very durable. I accidentally hit the emergency land button, and it dropped about 20 feet from the sky. Boom, landed on itself, and I was pretty terrified, but long story short, it powered right back up after I recalibrated it, and everything worked out fine. Everything's functioning fine. 720 camera, the app that it tells you to download with it is a pretty decent app, but the camera itself, I think it shoots in like 450p and 720p. I've shot in both, and I guess the resolution isn't as clear as I wanted it to be. I know that the quality could be a lot better from this drone, but I gotta, compensate that this thing's flying, hovering, maintaining altitude, shaking, wind, So it's not going to be a smooth flow transitioning video. I guess after a lot of, flight time stuff like that, you become a pro at it and you be able to, get it to stay steady, learn not to fly it as high where, the wind or whatever is catching it and causing it to shift. So that is this, the main drone itself. That's a review on that. Right here, there's a small compartment back here for your battery, so your battery would then slide into this compartment right here. You attach your leads to the battery, and that's what powers your battery, or what powers your drone for flight time. So that set aside, this is the aspect on the drone, the review on this part. Next, we're going to talk about the controller. Controller is real nice. Joysticks feel very well. They're not loose or flimsy. They got good, I guess, spring back action. Very good. It's got a nice little LCD screen. Tells you like your throttle and all the other trim and the different modes. Right here is deadhead mode. I think that's deadhead mode. Yes. So whatever position you're standing away from the drone, you'll be able to fly back and forth and all that right here. That I'll get into depth of flying and all that. That'll be in our next video. Right here, this button is two different modes. Mode 1, which is for like a smoother and non-aggressive way of driving. Mode 2 is like, hey, I want to race this thing, I guess you would say. This right here is your return to home button. This is not guided by GPS, this drone in particular, so when you hit the button once, it will start to slowly descend and land itself. If you press it and hold it, it'll make that button, that's an emergency stop. If you're flying over something or you're about to hit something, you hit that button and your drone will immediately drop. That's what I did. And this right here is your drone flip, so if you want to show some fancy tricks to whoever, you hit that button, flip the toggle, and it will flip the orientation of the drone and which way you want it to go based on that. The overall quality of this is the plastic's real nice. It really retains everything pretty well. It does take batteries. Mine took 4 AA batteries. The controller's real nice. It does have a, what do you want to call it, altitude hold, which is yep, this right here. So it stays at 50% throttle, so it actually keeps your drone wherever it's stationed at that position after you start making it lift off or take off like that, and you just let go. It retains that altitude right there. So that's that. This right here, if you're wondering, is supposed to hold your phone because you can connect to it via Wi-Fi to view whatever footage your drone is shooting. I found it, pretty nice, but then yet again, it's not. It only fits up to a certain, I guess, width of your phone or whatever. So if you got a bigger phone, it's not able to fit in there. It did also come with a sun screen that you would clip into here like so. And it's supposed to block out the sunlight so you're able to see your screen a little bit more better. This, I think, is a pretty neat feature, but yet again, it feels cheap. So that's that. So, pros and cons of this: real durable, spring back action. This has some nice features on here. That. Next, I'm just gonna go on to the battery and battery charger. This feels, I guess, kind of cheap. It's plastic, but all it's meant is just to charge. It does its purpose and its functions. Battery itself, this is the aftermarket one they sent and replaced because I was ship shorted. This is the OE one that actually came with the drone. They're wrapped nicely, it's easy to pull in and out of the drone compared to the one that is semi-aftermarket. There's no tab. You don't want to really pull on your leads because they're soldered onto the batteries inside here, so you don't want to yank on it. So the plus side of the pros of this is that it's got a nice pull. Everything's packaged neatly. Guess that. This one, compared, the only way to yank on it and pull it out is the lead. For me, I just don't insert it all the way in the compartment. I leave it at about 75%, so when I do go to pull it, I'm able to get a nice grasp on it and just pull out. Battery flight times for each, this one holds a better flight time. I can actually fly for roughly about 10 minutes on a full charge compared to this one, which ranges about 4 to 5 minutes on the original battery. So that being said, it does tell you in the manual after a flight time of whatever, after the cycle of a battery, it tells you to land your craft. Your controller will actually give you a warning beep indicating you have a low battery, so then start bringing your drone back to yourself or bring it back to you. Land it, bring it back, land it, and then after that, you know, power everything down and stuff like that. And you got to give it a 10-minute cooldown period for the motors and everything like that. So, you know, overall, good product. It's very durable. Very durable and everything like that. So, my review, pros, it's very durable, lightweight, you know, serves its purpose and is functioning great for a beginner. Cons, I can't compare it because I don't know a ton about drones, but I guess the con is the flight times on these batteries are super small, and you know, with a flight time of 4 to 5 minutes with the original battery compared to this aftermarket battery of 10 minutes. I guess they can work on it there. I wish the charger was a little bit more, I guess, fancier. It didn't seem so cheap, like, you know, after a few times of use that it would fail. With that, controller, pros on that. I really like everything. I don't got really anything to complain about the controller besides the size that this little clamping device for your phone is kind of set small. We are increasing our phone sizes and stuff like that with screen size. So with that being said, I felt like there should have been a better way to hold this and to be able to hold bigger phones. But besides that, those are the pros and cons of this Dbpower FPV drone. Thanks again for tuning in, guys. If you found this information helpful, remember, please like and subscribe. And I guess I can't say next week, but probably the following week or whenever like that, when I can work in my schedule, I will post up a video of basics of how to fly your drone. This drone in particular, because I do not have experience with any other ones. So with that being said, thanks for tuning in, and like and subscribe. Peace.